In this video, we learn how to use the cosine rule to find an unknown angle. Now let's consider this generic triangle shown here. The cosine rule states that cosine of A is equal to b squared plus c squared minus a squared, all of which is divided by 2 times b times c. Now let's try and clarify what this formula is actually saying. To begin with, when we look at this formula, one thing that we notice is that on the right-hand side, we can see that there are all 3 side lengths. Indeed, we can see there's a B, a C, and an A. What this means is we can only use the cosine rule to find an unknown angle if we know all 3 side lengths of the triangle. Furthermore, to memorize this formula, looking at the unknown angle A, which in this case would be this angle on our triangle, the first 2 side lengths on the numerator, B and C, correspond to the side lengths which are right next to the angle we're looking for. Those are the 2 side lengths which are adjacent to the unknown angle. Also, those 2 side lengths B and C happen to be on the denominator as well. And so the only side length which is actually being subtracted in this formula, this a squared here, corresponds to the side length opposite the angle we're looking for. Now, just to clarify, to find an angle with the cosine rule, we need all the side lengths inside the triangle. Otherwise, we can't use it. So let's go ahead now and see how to use this cosine rule with an example. Consider the triangle shown here, and we are asked to find the value of the angle x. Well, looking at this triangle, it's quite clear that we have all 3 side lengths of the triangle. We don't have any other angle inside the triangle, so we definitely can't use the sine rule. But using the cosine rule, we can go right ahead and state that cosine of x equals to 14 squared plus 12 squared. Remember, those are the 2 side lengths which are right next to the angle we're looking for, minus 20 squared. That's the side length opposite the angle we're looking for. And all of that is divided by 2 times 14 times 12. And so using our calculator, we find that this equals to negative 0.17857,14286. Now, you would never write this as an answer in exam, but that's what you would see on your calculator screen. And so to find the value of x, we use the inverse cosine function with our calculator. And so we would have x equals to inverse cosine of negative 0.17857,14286. And so rounding to 3 significant figures, we find that x is equal to 100 degrees. And that's to 3 significant figures. And there we go. That's how we use the cosine rule to find an unknown angle.